Hi, I'm Leroy Morrison with KC Cheeseworks, and we're here tonight at I-35 with motorcycle closeouts night races. And tonight we'll have USRA Modifieds, USRA B-mods, USRA Stock Cars, Grand Nationals, Pure Stocks, E-mods, with guest class Midwest Lightning Sprints and Heartland Missions Motorsports Kids Power Wheels during intermission. And we're here. We'll see what we can do. And I got my own car here tonight. And we'll see what we can do. Here we go.
Having contact further in the deep in the field between the 2H of Hansen and the 17X of Nick Haynes.
Hansen a little out of shape down there, gathers it back up. No brake lights on these cars. Nobody knew it. They keep going green up front. Everybody chasing that 69 in of Corey Ray.
Everybody looking to the top side of the racetrack as there's still some moisture up there. The 69 in of Corey Ray. He's starting to run away from the 11 of Darren Shaw. Here comes the 78 of Derek Hicks.
Down the back straightaway. Two Fords in second and third. 11 of Darren Shaw, 78 of Hicks. They do in battle as they come by the flag stand. 69 in, still going to lead them.
The $17 Shane Lawson. He's now slotted into that fourth position, and the battle is going to be for sixth between the 97 of Houston Johnson and the 2H of John Hansen.
Shane Lawson showing a lot of muscle in that $17 car. Good car underneath him as he comes down the front straightaway. Fusion Graphics on the side of the $17.
Over in turn number 4, the 78 of Derek Hicks. He got a little bit too high. That allowed the $17 of Shane Lawson to close the gap just a little bit, but out front, the 69 and a Corey Ray. He's still got about a 5-car length lead over the 11 of Darren Shaw.
Looks like Derek Hicks got a little wheel hop on the right front side of that car, but gathers it back up. Got through 1 and 2 a little bit better that time. No problems for the 69 in a Ray as he is leading down the front straightaway.
The 11 of Darren Shaw. He's trying to find some speed on the top side of the racetrack to chase down the 69 in. Those two are starting to pull away from the 78 of Derek Hicks.
A lot of good cushion on the high side of the racetrack now. They're trying to set that right rear tire on it, get all the traction they can get in this 20-lap feature as they come down the front straightaway. Laps winding down. 7 laps in the books that time by.
Your current leader is the 69 and a Corey Ray. The 11 of Darren Shaw runs second. The 78 of Hicks, he runs third. $17 Shane Lawson in fourth. The 99 of Hoover, he's in fifth.
Pettit Salvage on that race car as he comes down the front straightaway. Great job of the 69 in of Corey Ray. He already has a feature win on the year. Can he pick up another one here tonight?
The 97 of Houston Johnson, he's now getting challenged on the inside by the 2H of John Hansen. He'll slide up a little bit. That allows the 17X of Nick Haynes. He now looks to the inside.
Three-way battle back for that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot as they are going at it. Actually 6th, 7th, and 8th spot as Billy Hoover with an impressive run in that 99J car.
The 69 in a Corey Ray, this time by halfway on the USRA Modified Makeup Features. Issues for Houston Johnson over in turn number 2. He's going to lose 3 positions, and that'll move the 2H of Hansen up into that 6th position.
Nick Haynes doing everything he can to get by Hansen in that car number 2H as they've been doing battle. Again, Houston Johnson fading back, and here comes your current point leader, Austin Johnson, in that 98 car, trying to close in as we're dealing with lap traffic up front.
The 31 of David Coates right in the 69 in of Corey Ray's line. He's able to work around, but that'll allow the 11 of Darren Shaw to pick up a couple car lengths off of turn number 4.
31 of David Coates. He is fighting an ill-handled race car as the leaders start to go by him. Up front, Darren Shaw ever so slightly as Rick Hicks gets extremely loose down in turn number 1 and 2. That's going to allow the $17 to make a move on the outside.
The 97 of Houston Johnson, he'll pull that car to the infield. He'll call it a race as it's still the 69 in of Corey Ray up front, but here comes the 11 of Darren Shaw.
Shaw not going to go away. He is within striking distance as we go through turn number 3, coming off turn number 4. Again, Derek Hicks will try to get past the lap car Coates again as he is getting it done. Your 3rd place car down the front straightaway, but here comes Lawson in the $17.
Behind him, the 99 of Hoover. He now tries to work around the 31 of David Coates, but up front is still the 69 and a Corey Ray, holding about a 5-car length lead over the 11 of Darren Shaw.
Again, David Coates, very ill-handling race car, that number 31. The battle now between Derek Hicks is for 3rd spot and Shane Lawson. Lawson on the inside, Hicks on the high line. High line prevails down the back straightaway.
The field has really started to space itself out. It's issues over in turn number 2 for the 98 of Austin Johnson, your current points leader, off the pace down the back straightaway.
Looks like he is going to be taking that car behind the wall as yellow caution coming out onto the speedway. Been set by heat races ran at an earlier date, then the weather came, and we are back now running this feature as we come down the front straightaway.
A monster jump for the 69 in a Corey Ray. He'll get about 3 car lengths in the turn number 1, the 78 of Derek Hicks. He will now slide in front of the 11 of Darren Shaw.
Hicks slips up a little too high. Here comes Shaw back on the inside. Derek Hicks got that car working as he runs second. Here comes Shaw looking under him down the front straightaway. He will cut that corner to perfection. Darren Shaw, your second place car that time by.
The 17X of Nick Haynes, he was able to move into the 5th position. As back comes the 78 of Derek Hicks. He works his way back around the 11 of Darren Shaw.
What a battle between Hicks and Shaw as they go back and forth for that first and second spot. Pulling away is that 69 in a Ray. Hicks in second that time.
The 99 of Hoover, he is now right there with these two running for that second position as they're going to single file. Get a little bit calmer here is off of turn number 4. The white flag will fly for the 69 in of Corey Ray.
One more time around for the reflection of perfection as he is going to take that car through 1 and 2.
Corey Ray will get off of turn number 4. He will work his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. He's going to come off of turn number 4, leading every lap in this makeup feature. Your USRA feature winner, the 69 in of Corey Ray. Second will go to the 78 of Derek Hicks. Third, the 11 of Darren Shaw. Finishing 4th will be the 99 of Billy Hoover. And rounding out your top 5 will be the 17X of Nick Haynes.
That's the way you want to start your night for a makeup features in Victory Lane. Nice job behind the wheel. Take us through that race.
Oh, it was definitely choppy out there. I don't know where everybody was at, but I knew it was going to take something to get around it the way the racetrack was.
Behind you, that's where everybody was at, behind you.
Yeah, that's hopefully we can keep them that way the rest of the night.
I tell you what, it is the way you want to start. Tell us who all makes it is responsible for getting you the track. As you got some water coming out, I think that's just overflow.
Yeah, she got a little warm there. Oil temp got a little hot, but like I say, hopefully throughout the night it cools off and we can keep going.
Yeah. So great sponsors.
Yeah, I want to thank my dad, my crew guy Marty and Bradley, Chester and Barney, RH2, Ray's Bait and Tackle, Burke Family, Clear Creek Farms.
Easy for you to say.
Dale Brothers Farms, Bowler Motorsports, Sean Stanton Motorsports, Justin Mitchell, Pettit Salvage, Waterbury Farms, TC Knoll. The list goes on and on. I probably forgot somebody, but
We'll get them next time, right?
yes, I'll try my best.
Race fans, give him another big round of applause. He goes back aboard. That's in Victory Lane tonight, Corey Ray.
Turn number 3 off of turn number 4. The flag on the tire over there is we're going to try 3 wide. It's the 17T of Chadron Turner. He will clear him into turn number 1.
Little better start that time, but here comes Bud Wilson. He is making it work. Here comes Daniel Harris, 3 wide down the back straightaway with Harris in the middle.
The 222W of Bud Wilson. He will now file into that second place position. Back comes the 211 of Tim Eaton. Here comes the 7 of Doug Keller on the low side. They're going to try 3 wide. Think better of it into turn number 1.
Doug Keller and Harris going to be side by side. Also Tim Eaton in the mix in that IROC chassis. Go down the back straightaway. Chadron Turner still going to lead them in that car number 17T.
The 17T using the high side of the racetrack. So is the 22W. The 211 up there as well. The first car on the bottom is the 7 of Doug Keller. He's going to look to the inside of the 211. He's got to his rear quarter panel into turn number 1.
As we come through turn number 1, off of turn number 2, Turner going to be up on the high side. Wilson on the inside. As we go into turn number 3, still a battle for the front.
The 22W of Bud Wilson. He's gotten to the inside of the 17T of Chadron Turner. It's going to be a battle off of turn number 4. This time by it's the 17T of Chadron Turner.
Chadron Turner kept that momentum up on the high side. Can he do it off turn number 2? So far, him and Wilson giving a battle up front side by side. And look a little further back for that 4th and 5th spot. Daniel Harris on the high side. He will be on top of Tim Eaton as we come down the front straightaway.
We're going to continue to battle side by side. It's going to look the same as last lap. The 17T of Turner still out front. A battles for 3rd. The 07 of Daniel Harris. He's now working his way around the 211. Here he comes. He's going to try to chase down the front running 2.
Don't know what else we can give you here at I-35 Speedway. Great side by side racing from all the way front to back as Wilson settles into that second spot. Chadron Turner in that 54th Street Grill and Bar. 17T out front.
A little bit of issues over in turn number 4 for the 22W. He fell a couple car lengths back. The 17T of Chadron Turner, he is going to continue to run the high side of the racetrack. The 22W down low. Here comes the 07 of Chadron Turner. The 211's up there as well. And the 7 of Doug Keller. He rounds out your top 5.
How about Daniel Harris making his move toward the front as he will now set his sights on the 22W. Maybe a little too high that time for Harris as he will slip back about 4 car lengths as Chadron yellow caution on the racetrack. I think that is Garrett.
Flag racing off of turn number 4.
Another fast car. How about that 10 of Johnny McGinnis and the 3X of Tony Manley as the green flag's out down the front straightaway. Green is go with the flag stand in the 1.
A little bit more contact in the back of the pack, but it's the 17T of Chadron Turner. A good start into turn number 1.
As we come off turn number 2, Daniel Harris gets a good run. He will take over that second spot, close within 2 car lengths of the 17 as we got a whole bunch of 7s up front, first 3 cars.
Off of turn number 4, it's still the 17T of Chadron Turner out front. The 07 of Daniel Harris, he's cleared the 7 of Doug Keller. The battles for 4th. The 3X of Tony Manley, he's going to work around the 10 of Johnny McGinnis, but here comes the 57 of Randy Ainsworth.
That car number 10 of Johnny McGinnis, he is in the mix too, but Randy Ainsworth will not go away up front. Daniel Harris now going to try the inside of the racetrack as Chadron Turner has the high side. Harris trying to close in on the leader.
Further in the back of the pack, the 22W of Bud Wilson. He's trying to find his way through the field. His issues for the 07 of Daniel Harris on turn number 2. He will lose that second place position and give it to the 7 of Doug Keller.
Another guy, really good race tonight. 3X of Tony Manley got that pro chassis moving to the front as he is starting to run them down. Fast lane engines on the move as he is in that 4th position.
The 57 of Randy Ainsworth, he's now up into the top 5. Now a big mover started at the back of the pack. The 15 of Ed Knoll, he's starting to make his move to the front. And don't forget about that 22W. He's picking them off one at a time, but he might run out of laps. But back up front, it's the 17C is Chadron Turner.
Bud Wilson, how do you say it? He is a veteran. He knows that getting in trouble on a racetrack is part of racing, so he has to find his way back through the pack, racing for them valuable points as he and Ed Knoll battle back in the field. As we go through turn number 1, coming off turn number 2, the 17T is Chadron Turner now with a pretty comfortable lead, 5 car lengths, but no lead is safe here in the USRA B-modifieds as we head into turn 3.
The 22W of Bud Wilson, he has now moved back into the 7th position. A big run from the back of the field back to the 7th place position, but it's the 17T of Chadron Turner with about as big of a lead as you'll ever see in a B-modified race.
Down the back straightaway, here comes Harris back on the inside. He and Keller are going to be battling for that 2nd and 3rd spot as Harris seems to get that inside line figured out now, and here comes Manley into that 4th spot as the laps start winding down.
2 to go. This time by for the 17T of Chadron Turner. He's got about a 10-car length lead over the 7 of Doug Keller. Everyone's starting to space out a little bit. Just 1.5 more laps to go for that 17T of Chadron Turner.
Chadron Turner, he is a cool man under pressure as the white flag coming out as he comes down the front straightaway. Good run by Chadron Turner.
He's used the high side of the racetrack all race long. He's led every lap off of turn 2 for the final time. The 17T of Chadron Turner. He'll head into turn number 3. He's got about 6 car lengths over the 7 of Doug Keller. Won't put 1 foot wrong off of turn 4, and he will pick up your USRA B-modified 17T of Chadron Turner. The 7 of Doug Keller. Third is the 7 of Harris. Fourth of the 3X of Tony Manley. Rounding out your top 5 will be the 57 of Randy Ainsworth.
Chadron Turner in victory lane. You held the get over here. You held the hounds off at the door. Great job behind the wheel of the 17T.
Thank you. This is my kind of track, I guess you'd say. I like running up the top, and I knew that I just had to, be smooth and not mess up, and hopefully I was going to be able to hold on.
In this tough USRA B-modified class, the difference in first and last is being smooth.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous how tough the B-mods are right now. I don't care how you get a win, when it is, whatever. It feels great every time.
And we really thank you for giving us those gift cards to give away here at the racetrack as you find yourself McCarthy Auto Group Winner's Circle. One more thing you have to do is that great imitation you do.
Best of the best right here at I-35 Speedway.
I recognize that voice. Race fans, another big round of applause. Chadron Turner. He's worked on through turn number 3, coming off turn number 4.
05 of Brett Heater, the 34X of Mick Ross. They're going to lead the field of green. A good start by the 05 of Heater. He will lead him into turn number 1.
Heater can drive a loose race car, tight race car. He will figure out a fast way around it. But here comes Mick Ross on the high side. He and Heater are going to be doing battle down the back straightaway.
The 05 of Brett Heater. He will clear the 34X of Mick Ross. He will slide to the high side of the racetrack. Now the 34X of Mick Ross. He will try to cross him over off of turn 4. Not able to get it done that time by. Leader lap number 1, the 05 of Brett Heater.
A lot of horsepower on the hood of that car number 05 is Mick Ross too high over the berm slipping. That's going to open the door for Brad Whitney. The X9 will fall into that second position as Ross comes back out on the racetrack.
Now running thirds, the 83 of Aaron Sauter. He now runs third. The X9 of Whitney's in second, but out front now with about 8 car lengths is the 05 of Brett Heater.
As we come off turn number 2, down the back straightaway, a whole gaggle of them battling for second, third, fourth, and fifth as we come down the back straightaway. Boo Sauter in that 83A, extremely fast race car. And here comes the 77 of Dean Ray into the picture.
The 77 of Ray. He's going to work around that 83 of Aaron Sauter, move him to third. Now he's going to have to get around the X9 of Brett Whitney. Well, while they're doing this, the 05 of Brett Heater, well, he's just gone.
Yep. Brad Heater, as so many times before, you give him a line, get him out front, he will be a hard man to pass. Brad Heater lives up to the reputation, bringing the heat as he goes into turn number 1. The hot foot, Brad Heater.
The 77 of Dean Ray. He's now moved into that second position, but he's got a large task in front of him. He's got a straightaway lead to Brett Heater that he's going to have to try to close the gap off of turn number 4.
Mopar horsepower in that car number 77. Cheater Heater engines in that car number 05. Bobby Heater, his dad, builds those engines. Very good racing engines, put out a lot of horsepower as he goes down the back straightaway. The 05 of Brett Heater out front.
This just shows the talent of that 05 of Heater. The second through seventh all in a line, but it's the 05 of Brett Heater out front by a straightaway here at I-35 Speedway.
Nothing but respect for that car number 05. He has won track championships, many feature wins on many different tracks. Even won the tradition up at Corning, Iowa one time in that 05 car. Brett Heater, a man on a mission here tonight.
The battle is now for third between the X9 of Brad Whitney and the 83 of Aaron Sauter. They're battling for that third place position off of turn number 4.
Halfway through this feature, cross flags halfway as we go down the back straightaway. The 05 of Heater still going to lead him as he goes through turn number 3 off of 4. Down the front straightaway, Heater still got him under control. The 77 of Ray runs in that second spot. Brad Whitney third, and the 83A of Boo Sauter rounds out your top 4.
Back there for fifth, the 34X of Mick Ross. He now looks to the inside of the 20X of John Buller Jr. That is your battle for a top 5 position, but back up front, he is setting sail, setting the pace here at I-35 Speedway, the 05 of Brett Heater.
Not letting off, not doctoring that car in any way. Down the back straightaway, that 05 of Brett Heater, the hot foot, getting it done here tonight. Heater out front, almost a straightaway lead now for the 05 of Heater.
Back there for third, the 83 of Sauter, the X9 of Whitney. They continue to battle into turn number 3. The 83, he runs low. The X9, he's up top. They're going to be side by side off at turn number 4. Give third to the X9 of Brad Whitney.
Again, a straightaway lead now for the 05 of Brett Heater as Dean Ray can only see him get smaller as Brett Heater has got his hammer down and not letting up as he has got it out front pulling away. Off of turn number 2, Heater still showing the way in that 05 car as a 77 of Ray runs second. The battle now is for that third and fourth spot between the X9 of Brad Whitney, who got a little bumper tag down in turn 1, and the 83A of Boo Sauter.
The 83 will clear the X9 off of turn number 2. New third place run of the 83 of Sauter is contact over in turn number 4. The X9 gets into the back of the 83.
A little bit of payback, I think, for turn 1 and 2 as there was contact between the 83A and the X9 as Brad Whitney runs in that fourth spot. Boo Sauter in third has 2 more laps to decide it.
2 more laps for Brett Heater, and it is just now the 77. He gets the 2 to go. Almost a half a track lead for the 05 of Brett Heater. He has schooled him here tonight at I-35 Speedway.
Down the front straightaway, white flag in the air. Race fans, one more time around for the 05 of Brett Heater.
He's worked the high side of the racetrack all race long. He ran one corner on the low side. That was the first one to get the lead. Since then, up high, and he's run away from the USRA stock cars.
Again, coming off turn number 3, he is going to be looking at the checker flag. Clear racetrack, clear selling. The 05 of Brett Heater in victory lane, making a statement here tonight at I-35 Speedway. Second place, 77 of Hollywood Dean Ray. Third place, A3A of Aaron Sauter. Fourth place, X9 of Brad Whitney. And fifth place, the 20X of John Bowler Jr. Green to checker, race fans. That's the way we like.
The roof of your race car, they see a lot of feature winner stickers. You come to I-35 Speedway and you pick up another one tonight.
Yeah, I can't say enough about this NRT race car, man. This thing is just in the racetrack. It's smooth. It's fun to drive. NRT, big time bail bonds, Prime Racing. We're getting her done, Valvoline.
Yeah, so you made it known to everybody that you came here tonight to try to get ready for Nationals in October. Did you get what you came to accomplish?
Well, I think we're a little bit closer than we thought we were. We got some work to do, but I think we'll be ready.
So we'll see you back here at I-35 Speedway some?
Yeah, we're going to finish the year out. We can't run every Saturday because we race on Friday nights, but we're going to try to be here at least every other week or so.
Well, congratulations, your U.S. stock car feature winner, the 05 of Brett Heater.
As Jake He is out of Kansas City, Kansas.
As off of turn number 4, the green flag's back out. The throttles are pressed down all the way they can. We're green flag racing at I-35 Speedway.
As we go through turn number 1, Dennis Elliott still going to lead them as here comes Jared Steens on the high side, Corey Ray on the inside, wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. GRT and IROC Chassis battling it out for second.
While they battle for second, that's going to allow that contact over in turn number 4. The 69 of Corey Ray gets into the 59 of Jared Steens. Move the 59 into second.
Again, contact unintentional. Car number 69 sliding up the racetrack. The beneficiary, that car number 23, as he starts making his move now. Jared Steens looks like he is still okay to go as he settles into that second spot, moving Ray back to third.
And hopefully that did not affect the handling of either the 59 or the 69, as contact like that can cause issues up in the front suspension. Both cars look okay as of now, but back up front, it's the 29 of Dennis Elliott.
Sanders, he is 59 of Jared Steens. He will run in that second spot halfway through this feature, race fans. 10 laps of a 20 feature as we head through turn number 1 off of 2.
The 54 of Buzz Caster, he's now looking to the inside of the 99 of Billy Hoover. The 78 of Derek Hicks, he's there as well. But up front, it's the 59 of Jared Steens. There's contact again between him and the 69 and a Corey Ray. He turns the 59 of Jared Steens, and the yellow flag will come out at I-35 Speedway.
Well, 59 around.
Okay, 59 up there. 69 up there, sorry.
Got turned around by the...
As off of turn number 4, the 29 of Dennis Elliott, he will lead the field back to the green with a 23 of Robertson right on his rear bumper into turn number 1.
As they go down the back straightaway, it looks like Robertson has something for him there side by side. Robertson on the inside, Elliott on the outside as they go into turn number 3.
Robertson, he's going to work the low side of the racetrack. Dennis Elliott up on the high side. A good run off the corner for the 23, but the high side momentum will prevail for the 29 of Dennis Elliott.
Elliott and Robertson going at it for the front. Shamrock, Texas versus Mount Ayr, Iowa. Down the back straightaway, Dennis Elliott by mere inches as we go into turn number 3.
The 23 of Robertson, he works good on the low side, but this time off of turn number 4, the 29 of Dennis Elliott, he will clear the 23 of Robertson.
Billy Hoover coming into the picture in that 99J as he has got it working. The battle now between the 54 of Buzz Caster and 78 of Derek Hicks for that 4th and 5th spot. Caster has 4th, but here comes Hicks.
The 99 of Billy Hoover, he is now putting his face into the picture. He's to the back bumper of the 23 of Logan Robertson.
Down the back straightaway, race fans, that 29 of Elliott, he has led every lap. Can he continue to hang on for that top spot as he goes through 3, coming off 4? Dennis Elliott still out front.
The 99 of Billy Hoover, he now looks to the outside of the 23 of Robertson. He will get under the back bumper of him just a little bit into turn number 1.
As we come off turn number 2, Robertson slips ever so slightly. That's going to allow Billy Hoover to get right on the back bumper as Robertson now moves back to the top of the racetrack. Billy Hoover using that extreme high line. Will he be able to pass Robertson down the front straightaway?
As we've got a yellow flag on the racetrack, the 31 of David Coates has gone around over in turn number 2.
Right in the middle of the racetrack, every driver taking evasive action. Billy Hoover with a good night of racing under his belt. 54 of Buzz Caster, 78 of Derek Hicks.
Off of turn number 4, the 29 of Dennis Elliott will lead the field back to green, but the 23 of Logan Robertson, again, he is right there challenging off of turn number 2.
Down the back straightaway, Robertson seems to have the preferred line as he and Elliott side by side. Elliott not going away. He will take that high line through turn number 3.
The 23 of Robertson, he still works the low side, but off of turn 4, the high side will again prevail for the 29 of Dennis Elliott.
Elliott still fast as he has led that lap by, but here comes Robertson back on the inside. He may have enough, can't quite clear him. Here comes Elliott back on the high side into 3 off of 4.
They continue to battle into turn number 3. The 23 of Robertson, he gets a good run off the corner this time by. Too close to call at the line. They're going to battle side by side into turn number 1.
Robertson even better that time. As we got a couple of cars around, the 22 of Clay Hale, 59 involved, and Corey Ray also involved in that 69 in. Also involved, car number 6 up.
The 23 of Logan Robertson. He has shown us why. He's so high up in national points this year. And we're going to go green flag racing off of turn number 4. He's going to continue to go after the 29 of Dennis Elliott into turn number 1.
Elliott by nose that time as he come off turn number 4, but not for long. Here comes Logan Robertson back on the inside. Elliott drives in just a little bit harder and deeper on the high side as 3 and 4 seems to belong to him and 1 and 2 to Robertson. Elliott will lead that time at the line as the 17X pulls it in the infield. Nick Haynes is done for the night.
The 23 of Robertson. He's going to try to get a good run off the corner. He'll get it, but the outside momentum continues to work for the 29 of Dennis Elliott. They're going to continue to battle off of turn number 4. 2 to go this time by.
As the battle rages for 4th and 5th, Buzz Casher and Derek Hicks going at it back through the pack, but up front, we better keep an eye on that battle. Billy Hoover also in the mixes. He is in that 3rd spot. Elliott again charges by on the outside as we head into 3.
The 29 of Dennis Elliott, he still runs up top. The 23 of Robertson, he's down low. White flag this time by. A good run off of turn number 4 for Elliott. That might be all he needs to walk away with a USRA modified feature win.
Just as we say that, Elliott is going to pull away by 4 or 5 car lengths. It looks like Robertson going to settle for that 2nd spot. Take us home.
Off of turn number 4, the 23 of Robertson. He tries one more time on the bottom of the racetrack. It's not going to be enough. Your USRA modified feature winner tonight, the 29 of Dennis Elliott. 2nd will go to the 23 of Logan Robertson. 3rd to the 99 of Billy Hoover. 4th will be the 54 of Buzz Castor. Rounding into the top 5 will be the 78 of Derek Hicks.
So his dad in victory lane with him. Dennis Elliott in victory lane tonight. Take us through that race. Dennis, I tell you what, you had the best of the very best. I know that's my cliche here, but the best of the best here racing against you tonight, and you beat 2nd in national points to the line here tonight.
Yeah, he gave me everything I could have. I mean, I had to get up on the wheel there. Actually, in 3 and 4, when I drove it in harder and moved it up a little bit and let it float up higher, I could get a better drive off. But I can't thank my dad and Dustin and everybody that helps me because it's been a long month here, and we've put our thinking caps together and come across something real good tonight. I think we can work on. I drove a little Ben Welsh's car down at CMS a couple weeks ago and took some things that I learned off of that car and applied it to this, and I think it's really helping us. And like I say, I got to thank Jim Moody for helping me out with setup. We talk 2 and 3, 4 times a week on throwing them information back. And just want to thank all my sponsors. Thank you, Rick. Thank all the fans for coming. I know I was kind of a horse's ass there a few weeks ago, but I guess I apologize to everybody, and we're back here, and it means a lot to win.
In victory lane here tonight, Dennis Elliott, congratulations. Go celebrate. Enjoy that victory tonight here at I-35 Speedway, USRA Modified. Race fans, we will see everybody here next Saturday night for the very best in dirt track racing, I-35 Speedway. Everybody on Cheeseworks Video will say a good night to y'all, and whatever you do, tune in each and every week as we got old Leroy passing out candy. He is also videotaping for us. Have a great night. We will see everyone later next Saturday night, I-35 Speedway, dirt tracking at its best.